On Sunday, North Korea said it has successfully test-fired a new long-range cruise missile over the weekend, the first missile launched by the country since March. According to North Korea's official news agency KCNA, the missiles deployed during the test flew 1,500 kilometers before hitting their designated targets inside the country's territorial waters. In response, the United States military accused North Korea of posing threats to Pyongyang's regional neighbors and the international community. The North Korean outlet, however, described the new missile as having strategic significance, which will help the country counter aggression from foreign forces. The announcement has led experts to speculate that the missiles are nuclear capable, but so far, it's unclear whether Pyongyang has perfected the technology needed to make warheads small enough to fit into cruise missiles.
The new technique and strategy has been sanctions, has been chastising DPRK for having a defensive nuclear program that has never been launched. It's not the DPRK that has launched nuclear war against Japan. They didn't launch the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. It was the US imperialists who did so.
The agency called the weapon a key element in a 5-year plan outlined in January to further advance the nuclear-armed country's defense science and arsenals. It added that the development of the most recently tested missiles took 2 years to complete. Former US President Donald Trump took an unusual approach in his North Korea policy. He began his tenure by issuing threats, warning Pyongyang of, quote, fire and fury.
He has been very threatening, beyond a normal statement. And as I said, they will be met with fire, fury, and frankly power, the likes of which this world has never seen before.
In June 2018, however, Trump met North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Singapore, an event that marked the first ever meeting between the two countries' leaders. The two officials met once again in Hanoi, Vietnam, in February 2019 to discuss denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and the lifting of US sanctions, as well as a halt to joint military exercises conducted by Washington and its allies near North Korea, maneuvers that Pyongyang considers provocative and a national security threat. The summit, however, broke down without any tangible results. In the meantime, ties between China and the US deteriorated since the former president took office in 2017. The Trump administration took the country into a trade war with China, imposing billions of dollars worth of tariffs on Chinese imports.
It's not racist at all, no, not at all. It comes from China.
Trump's anti-China rhetoric escalated after the COVID-19 pandemic broke out, worsening the already frigid ties between Washington and Beijing. Many observers expected the Biden era to mark a departure from Trump's hawkish policies. Weeks into his presidency, however, the Biden administration announced new sanctions against China and threatened North Korea with military action.
Under the Biden administration, we're not going to see much headway into peace between the DPRK and the US, because ultimately what this comes down to is China. The US wants to colonize and expand its presence on the Korean Peninsula to annex North Korea, DPRK, so that it can use it as a base of aggression and platform against China.
It appears that Biden has chosen the same approach toward countries the US deems as its adversaries as Trump did. But wouldn't the same approach to solving a problem always produce the same result?